Hiya, I'm Simone Radley from England and Nails, and in this video I'm going to be sculpting a hard gel nail on myself because my nails are in a pretty bad state. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to sculpt a gel nail, a hard gel nail on myself. I've already done my prep, so we're ready to go. Which nail am I going to do? Maybe this one. So I've already done the prep, I've removed the shine and we're ready to rock and roll. But first I'm going to cut off my nail because I'm going to sculpt, so I want my form to fit on properly, and so I need to get rid of this length. And also this nail, like most people's index fingers, is hooked, and mine's really quite hooked. So it grows right down and that's going to interfere with my form. And I don't want it obviously to be pushing my form down. So I'm going to chop it off. So I'm just going to get rid of it. Because there's quite a lot of nail, I'm chopping it off rather than filing it because, well, we'd be here all day. And then I'm going to come in with my 240 file and just file it to straighten it up, neaten it up, get it looking a bit better. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just sculpt one colour. So I'm basically going to do this as if I were doing some nails to put eyelac on, to polish them with like the gel polish. So if I was doing that on a client, I would just obviously sculpt it in just one colour. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my new brush. I'm excited. Normally the Lord brush is my brush of choice for gel, but there's a new brush, Fantastic 4 and Super 6, so it's double-ended, so you get two brushes in one. Super 6 is a size 6, like oval, cat tongue, whatever you want to call it, brush. And then Fantastic 4 is a size 4 and it's a straight brush. So that'll be so good for doing like French and stuff like that. So I'm excited to use my new brush. I'm going to use a lint-free wipe. Oh, I'm dripping it everywhere. This is the ink dehydrator pre-nail prep. So I'm giving it a really good scrub and a clean. Get rid of all that dust. And I'm going to use Prime Bond because I love it. It's an acid bonder. This is in a pen. So I love the pens because you don't have to worry about getting too much, obviously, which is not good, and getting it everywhere. It's just in a real handy little pen. So I love these. These are my fave. If you wanted, you could use 007, which is a non-acid bonder if you wanted to. I've got a classic form, so it's the pink ones, and this is what I'm going to put on. I'm not going to use this because I don't need to. These forms are really sturdy anyway, so I don't need to use that. I'm going to open the tab. I always pre-pinch my forms, even if I'm not doing it on myself. I always do this first because I want it nice and even. And then this form, because they are quite thick, which is fantastic, I just like to push it down a little bit. And that'll help to get it on as well. Now, it's been a long time since I've done this on myself, I've got to say. Well, it's been a long time since I've done it on anybody really with this lockdown. And I'm going to do, I think, like a ballerina shape. So I'm going to pinch my form in slightly more to taper it. And I'm going to make sure it's straight from the side. Wants to go up slightly, and obviously you've got to remember that my natural nail is hook as well, so it grows down quite a bit. So I just want to make sure it's straight, which it's not. It needs to come up a little bit more. My hooky finger. That's better. And then I'm going to take my scissors, turn it round so I get the bit that'll fit in, and do my relief cuts down the edge to make sure that it can close up properly and fit my finger well. And then when you've done that, it should feel nice and snug. Snug as a bug in a rug. Okay, so now we're on. I keep getting my hair in it. I need a hair clip. I'm just going to clip my hair up at the front. My hair's so big it just gets in everything. Right, that's better. So now that I've got it on nice and snug, I'm going to go in first with clear eye gel. You don't need a separate base when you're using eye gel and Jelly Pro, but if you want to, you could use fluid rubber or flubber as a base if you wanted, and then that'll make that element of it soakable. But you don't have to, you can just go straight in with your eye gel, which is what I tend to do, to be honest, because really my clients, when they're having eye gel, they just keep coming for infill, so I don't remove it, so I'm not worried about it being soakable, because I leave it on anyway. But obviously this is a hard gel, so it is file off only, so you do need to bear that in mind. So I'm using my clear eye gel as my base. I'm going to use my size 6 Super 6 brush. And it's the first time I've used this brush, so I'm just going to give it a good work through in my gel. It's the first time I've used it. And my gel's quite hard because it is quite cold out here. So, for my base then. Oh, and also, I obviously dehydrated the nail and primed it before I put the form on, because I'm used to sculpting. But if you're not, and you think you're going to touch the nail when you put your form on, then you should definitely dehydrate and prime after you've put your form on. So this is my base, so I'm going to make sure I really sort of scrub it into the nail. You don't need a lot at all. We're using this as the base. So you just sort of scrub this in with your brush, give it a real good press in, because this is going to act as our base. And it is just the thinnest of layers. And now I'm going to stick that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And now that's cured, I'm still using the clear eye gel, and I'm going to build out where I want my free edge. So I'm going to attach it to my nail. And this is just literally our base sort of free edge layer. Just building out where I want it to be. I'm going to get a bit more. I might do it fairly long. Treat myself, why not? So now I've got my free edge. I'm going to stick that in to cure for 60 seconds. And now for the main part of my nail, I'm going to use Jelly Pro. This is Signature Pearl, and the difference is Jelly Pro is not self-leveling. It's a high viscosity gel, so it doesn't self-level, whereas eye gel does. So you can see in the part, it doesn't move, it's thick and it doesn't move. So people will do this differently, I'm sure. We've all got our own methods. But I'm going to build it in layers. So I'm going to use about this much first. You need to build in layers because if you just whacked the whole thing on, oh, see, I'm talking and it's put me off what I'm meant to be doing. If you just put a massive big lump on, it wouldn't cure through, and also you'd probably get a massive heat spike, which wouldn't be very nice. So yeah, we've got to build it in a couple of 3 layers. So first I'm going to put my slip layer on, which is important and I just forgot. So it's just a real thin layer of gel, and it just helps your gel to move when you put it on. So now I'm going to come in with my first bead of gel up here at the top, and I'm just pillowing it into place. Basically, I've always got contact between the brush and the gel. Gel is a messy thing when you first do it, but it files so easy. Afterwards it's fine, but you can just tell that I'm more of an acrylic gal because I still like to have it dead neat. I need to put my gel hat on, not my acrylic hat. So now I've got my first layer. I'm going to whack that into Cure. I'm going to pinch it a little bit, I think. So I'm going to cure it for about 10 seconds and see what it feels like. So I've cured that for a few seconds because I want to pinch it. So I'm just putting my pinching tool on and just seeing what it feels like. Just check it and make sure you're not squidging it. I'm going to give it a good pinch because we want a nice curve. And also you can leave a pinching tool on if you've got some clear clips that you want to put on. I do have some, but I can't remember where they are. Then you can leave those on and put it in the lamp, because when you take your pinching tool off, your gel will expand back out again. I'm just going to give it a good pinch and then I'm going to put it into Cure properly for 60 seconds. So now that's come out of the lamp, I'm going to work on building up. So I'm going to do another layer. But I think first I'm going to do a little slip layer and come here because I've got a bit of a dip and that annoys me. So I'm just going to get a bit and just fill in this bit of a dip that I've got. So I'm just going to put that into Cure for 60 seconds. And now I'm going to come back with the slip layer all over. So you do this exactly the same as we've done the first layer. We're just building the structure and building it up now. I'm going to make sure I've got enough in my corners because I don't want those to disappear when I come to filing it. And also look from the side. Your side view is really important to make sure you've actually got your gel where you want it and make sure you've got your apex and everything where you want it. And if you need to come in with more afterwards, another layer, that's fine. Come in with more, which I'm going to do to correct, or to add in, should I say, some more where I need it. So I'm going to put that into Cure for about 10 seconds so then I can test pinch it. So it's been in a few seconds, so I'm going to give it a pinch. And at this stage you might want to take your foam off. Right, now I'm going to put it in for a full 60-second cure. So now that's cured, I'm just going to do another layer of a couple of bits here and there, just where I want to correct my structure. So I'm going to do my slip layer and then just come in and add a bit. And as I said before, if you're used to using acrylic all the time, this will look and seem really messy. It's just totally different because you don't have to worry about it being so like hard to file, and obviously gel, it is messier in the application, but yeah, it's so easy to file. Okay, I'm going to put that into Cure for 60 seconds. So now that is done out the lamp, I'm going to use a lint-free wipe and the green cleaner and wipe the sticky layer off. And then we need to come in with our filing routine. I am going to use one of my fave files, which is, and this has already been used, I've used it on myself, the 180-180 signature file. And like I said, this is when we want to do our filing routine. I'm not going to bore you with my whole filing routine because you'll probably have your own. But if you do want to see my filing routine, I have done it in a previous video. So Joanna will link that in the description box below for you if you want to have a look. But I'm going to file this. So here is my lovely filed gel nail. So I'll show you from the side, so you can see it's got a nice little apex. This is the front, so it's got a nice C-curve down the barrel. Not a really thick free edge because obviously you don't need it. And that is it, filed. So now we're going to clean it up and you can just polish it in whatever you want. So at this stage, to clean it with all the dust, you can either use the dehydrator pre-nail prep or you can use the green cleaner, whatever you want to use. The only thing you can't use is the XL Super Shine cleaner because it's got oil in it, so make sure you don't use that. I've just used the dehydrator to clean mine. Oh, do you know, I love it as it is, to be fair. I really like it as it is, and because that signature pearl has got such a nice glitter on, if you want you can just leave it like that. You could just put the XL Super Shine top coat on and just shine it up, or obviously if you wanted it matte, you could do anything with that. Oh, what am I going to do? I might just top coat it, you know. Go for it. Let's just top coat it because I really like that. I'm going to do another nail, you see, for another video, and I thought, oh, I'll make a match, but I'm not going to. I just like that. And once you've top coated, just whack it in the lamp for 60 seconds. And that is it. My lovely, natural, agile nail. Easy as that. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. And, oh, like and subscribe. Nearly forgot that then. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new vids. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.